Welcome back, Blood Bowl fans. It's the Crinkle Cup 3, and today we have Coach Grant and Coach Robbie with Curb Your Enthusiasm and the Blood Bowl champs, BBC for short. This game is gonna be crazy. I'll let you know right now. Coach Grant, what do you think this game is gonna be? How do you feel with you're gonna be lacking some players?
Yeah, well, we're only lacking linemen. Cheryl David did die last episode, but this episode she's Cheryl Danson, remarried to Ted instead of Larry. So we're not really down anybody. We're only down linemen, and we're gonna get journeymen to replace them. Just some extras for this episode, and I think it's gonna be a good episode overall. The teams have been working really hard. Larry David can leap now. So that might play into it, maybe in the A story, maybe in the B story, I'm not sure. But we're ready to do this, Cole.
All right, Coach Robbie.
Yo.
How do you feel this game is gonna play out, being your second game of Blood Bowl 3?
Well, Cole, I gotta say I'm feeling so much better than last time. Between last game and now, I did a tutorial. I know how to set up a formation. I've got a couple of saved formations with throwers not on the front line. You know what I mean? I know how to pick dudes up, and I even hired a dwarf because, they kicked my ass last time. Which little shout out to Coach Hirsch and some comeuppance that he faced there recently. But yeah, I'm feeling really good. I'm all juiced up on Pawpaw, so I think I'm ready to go in there and give it my best shot.
All right. Well, let's go and see.
Wow.
All right.
Okay. We're gonna start in deafen, right, Cole?
Yep, you're gonna mute and deafen. All right. Now we have Coach Cole solo casting the game. And we're gonna find it, and we're gonna watch it, and we're gonna do it. There it is. Blood Bowl fans. Ooh! Coach Grant is starting down on team value, but he did say he's gonna get some journeymen, so that might bump it back up. Alright. We have failed to join. That's probably normal. Maybe it's because we joined in, like, literally as it started.
Welcome back, Spartans.
Alright. Here we go. We got a beautiful game. It's going to be Skaven versus Old World Alliance. Typically a Tier 1 team versus a Tier 2 team. Skaven being the Tier 1. I'm going to lower the volume just in case. Alright, it's a little too low. I guess the people are loud. The ambient. Alright, there we go. And it's raining, Blood Bowl fans. We don't much like the rain. Yeah, Kirby Enthusiasm has gotten 2 linemen. So I don't think there was any... Oh, we can check somewhere. This? No purchases to to sideline staff. This pouring range, so it'll be -1 on agility tests for catching, picking up, and interfering with the ball, as it is wet from the rain. Coach Grant is setting up a defensive formation. He's having his gutter runners be on the outside, which is quite interesting. He's switching around his linemen, so particularly the journeymen are towards the front, so they'll get slapped around. A new player for the BBC, The Apprentice. He's an old world dwarf blitzer. He's going to have block, which is pretty valuable as a skill. Everyone knows block is potentially the best skill in the game. Greater than and equal to dodge, but it just depends. The number of fans is quite high, actually. A total of 8 fans showed up, meaning at the moment both players will be receiving 40,000 gold, and for each touchdown they get is another 10,000. Alright, we got officious ref at the start.
We don't kill him, we don't eat him, we don't talk to him, ever.
It seems that Kirby Enthusiasm has lost, and luckily one of his journeymen has gotten stunned. They got in a fight with the referee, and it came to punches. And luckily the referee has plot armor, so he came out the victor. Starting off quickly with the Great British Bake Off, punching the second lineman mercenary and shoving him away.
Crack, bang, wallop. I love adding my own sound effects.
Top Gear knocking back Rosie O'Donnell. And he's going to follow up with that beautiful lariat. We have a blitz coming out from the Apprentice onto Rosie O'Donnell.
Did you know that the new Cabal HD
He
clones have
is
been
starting
selling
off
like
strong
hotcakes
by
from
taking
all
down
outlets?
Rosie O'Donnell
That'll help the player move
and
without
immediately giving them a KO. that has opened up the middle a little bit with the stunned journeyman on the ground.
You know, at some point, one of them should be able to pick up the ball. It's a ball.
And
not a
probably his
loyal
prejudice
scuttling for
was
nothing
too, he had too much pride to pick up the ball in the rain, even with the sure hands reroll. Overall, a pretty good first turn for the BBC. This will be interesting to see how Coach Grant reacts, because Larry David could just skitter up there and scoop up the ball. He does have leap, and leap combined with a agility 2+ character is a bit devious. The first failed rush from Cheryl Danson,
He's sprinting. Let's hope it's going to be okay.
but the reroll got through. You know, you don't really expect your opponent to be immediately on the ball after you fail a pickup, but it can happen, especially with the fast-moving Skaven.
Another player on the ground. The coach will be spitting teeth about this.
Fleabag does get knocked down. Richard Lewis could also run up and threaten the ball, but we have him blitzing and pushing the Crown.
That'll do, player.
The Crown being a strength 2 catcher, which you gotta remember that he's strength 2 and not strength 3 like a normal human, because he's fast.
Pretty risky action, Bob.
And we have some red dice
Surrounded by
coming out.
adversaries like that, I hope he knows what he's doing.
They could follow up, of course, but they've wisely decided not to.
Alright. There. How do I stop the ticking effects? You know, the ticking when they go to the chest time. Oh, we got the apprentice coming out with a blitz and a pow onto Larry David.
Good call. Intimidation is the key. One of my strengths that I will still play in.
The Crown has moved back on to try and contest the ball.
The Bank of Altdorf. It's said there is no safer place for your money.
That's because they share the vault with the Gold Wizards, and nobody's gonna steal from them.
Coach Robbie is maneuvering his players so that no more rats can get inside while he attempts to pick up the ball.
The ball is currently secure, but now they must grab it.
You don't see that in every game.
Alright, Pride and Prejudice has showed his prejudice and picked up the ball. Yeah. Yep. Blood Bowl fans. Now the game can commence. This is a very exciting game after all. I was hoping to see some passing this game. However, I'm not sure if that'll be possible with the torrential downpour affecting catching. Coach Grant appears to be surrounding the surroundings. And he can't afford to overcommit and move a lot of his players up, because they are much faster than Coach Robbie's team. So another failed rush. But will Coach Grant take it or re-roll? He's decided to take the failed rush, and Michael J. Fox gets stunned.
That's quite a mismatch, Bob.
I know. That weedy fella's gonna get
And
splattered.
immediately Top
Well, I'm
Gear,
excited
with
too.
his quick reflexes, is going to knock down Mocha Joe. But he does not break armor.
I should probably say something meaningful to all our Cabal Vision viewers.
And the Great British Break Off is going to knock down Cheryl
A
Danson.
pro player is a dead player, oftentimes at any rate.
So we've gotten the rats off the ball carrier. Coach Robbie could move his players up to this zone and make a cage that way. We're gonna see a quick chain push from the apprentice onto Jeff Green.
How are they going to catch or run with a ball if they're constantly writhing around on the ground?
But Coach Robbie does have a lot of time on his hands. He could actually freely move some players over. Zone off Mocha Joe and Muffin. Oh, we have a pass. Oh, we have a large pass from Pride and Prejudice to the Crown.
Did you know?
And he can threaten it down next turn. Not this turn, but the next turn.
Bone dust, and the skulls of fired players' agents.
Tasty.
Start off with a quick both down. That will get the ball free. And that'll leave the Crown stunned. We have a blitz from Top Gear once again, showing his speedy reflexes. He's going to knock down the second mercenary lineman, Muffin.
That player's a little short. Oh no, my mistake. He's on the ground.
That could leave Call the Midwife into picking up the ball. Doctor Who is going to push Jeff Green, and there are several follow-up opportunities by other players. I would like to see some of these top up players to move over, protect the ball, because that Richard Lewis could scoop in, yoink it up.
Did you know bathroom facilities have only been built in modern stadia since
We
the
have
last
a failed rush. Do we re-roll it? We
waste
do.
reserve. Well, actually, no one knows where.
Fleabag.
They must have glue
And
on
we
their
have
fingers.
picked up the ball. Call the midwife. She's picked up the ball. The apprentice could just slap Jeff Green if he wanted to. We're gonna have a dodge. Further support. Call the midwife. He's pretty much untouchable. The apprentice is gonna fall over. We're not gonna use a re-roll.
We need to fire the player that can't dodge, or have him assassinated.
Because even if Richard Lewis charges in, or blitzes in, he's strength 2 compared to strength 3. And with 2 assists, a couple assists. No way he can get to that ball without rolling red dice. Coach Grant doesn't really have any ways of dealing with Top Gear. He doesn't have his own big guy to try and contend with, and trying to get up over Strength 3 is going to be quite hard with Strength 3 players. Blood Bowl fans, my mouse.
This player likes to be
It's not
well
working.
assisted in a fight.
But that doesn't matter. We can still watch the epic action unfold.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something. Can't argue with that call, can you, Bob?
No.
Leon Black is pushing back Sherlock.
And they start the turn in trouble.
Coach Robbie is surrounded. He's got his players surrounded. The one holding the ball. He can get an out if Top Gear takes down Suzy Green, which he will. This is Top Gear we're talking about. Look at that. He's badly injured Suzy Green. I don't think we'll see the apothecary be used, because it's not anything serious. It's just bad. You know, it really makes you think, is one apothecary enough?
Always uses
You know,
right
this
player
we live in a
right job.
post-dwarf massacre world.
Nothing good comes from spending any time on the ground in this game.
These first few rounds for the Cradle Cup 3 has been pretty violent. A lot of injuries. Some players' careers have been ended already. Coach Alex Gutter Runner being bumped down to Movement 8. Guy the Black with his minus the passing. Coach Hirsch's entire team for the next round.
Spike Magazine, the periodical both players and fans read.
The attacker has an assist.
And the Great British Bake Off is freeing up Call the Midwife. So they'll be able to run right down. If we can just have a freed up player mark up the other Skaven, he'll be home free. Maybe if we get a dodge from Pride and Prejudice. Yeah. The only person that can stop them now is Meffin, who's the journeyman. So
Failed dodge. That's going to be a turnover.
it'll be risky to use a reroll on him. and Leon Black. So we're probably going to see him blitz and try and take down Call the Midwife with the block advantage. He could go down. Because Kotrabi is threatening a down at the moment. So the ball carrier needs to be marked this turn. If not, dealt with entirely. Here we have the blitz from Leon Black onto Pride and Prejudice. He's gonna get knocked down. And with the blitz, he can keep moving afterwards. So he's probably not gonna follow up just so he can mark Call the Midwife and potentially make Coach Robbie have to dodge.
He seems a little stunned, doesn't he?
But he's gonna follow up. And I think he's going to free up Meffin to mark Call the Midwife. We are going to see how he's going to have to deal with that tree. However, the apprentice is most likely going to force a reroll, but he's not. So I think Coach Robbie gets away with a down on turn 6 by Call the Midwife. But you know, it's quite interesting, the Old World Alliance. Sure, they have a catcher, but they don't really have like a scoring player. Well, they have the catcher, which is the scoring player, but you know, you don't usually see linemen score the touchdown unless their team is primarily all linemen.
Ah, the Guild of Bandits and Affiliated Trades.
I'm an honorary member, Jill.
We have Coach
Yes,
Robbie
I
running
saw
to the
your
edge.
infamous after-dinner speech at last
He
year's
is
Combat
not gonna
Conference.
rush
The following riot
for
was
the end
really
zone.
quite wonderful.
You know, just guarantee that down for the next turn. He is pretty much uncontested, except from Beast,
That one's got fists
but
bigger
spelled
than
with a
ham
Y. Top Gear is going to take down Meffin. It's not getting quite lucky with these armor rolls, though.
almost competent. Oh, too easy.
There's only one word to say about this ball.
Richard Lewis is going to get knocked down by Fleabag. I wonder if we'll see a foul anywhere. You know, we could sneak in a little cheeky foul from Richard Lewis. But we're gonna see support come from BBC. Coach Rubby has left Coach Grant with very few options.
The assist gonna be enough to come out on top.
We're gonna see the double red skulls as Coach Alec coined it, but it's gonna get re-rolled into the double push. But that will be the blitz for the turn. So Coach Grant is not going to try and contest the down. He's going to try and take the best chances he has to get one
If I
later.
had a gold crown for every player I've seen lying on the field during my career, well, I could start
Which,
my
unless
own
Robbie doesn't score this
team.
turn,
Million gold, right?
he can just,
Pushback. Not over.
Coach Grant can try and go for a 2-turn touchdown. We're getting some good knockdowns, but no big armor breaks as of yet. We do see KO come out. There's a good chance, I'd say a 50% chance he comes back after this down. And then we'll have another about 50% chance at the end of the half.
Got any advice for the budding coach then,
But I
Bob?
think Coach Robbie can just go and score, unless he wants to get another round of hits in, which it looks like he might be going for.
Nice shirt, by the way.
They've got
Gonna
the
see the
advantage,
blitz
but
from
there is
Top
no
Gear.
sure thing in luck.
We got 2 POWs, but we only needed one of them. And Meffin's gonna go down. Not really that much of an impact on Coach Grant, but
Ouch. Must really hurt.
it's a pretty big impact for Top Gear. He has claimed some more star player points. He's 2 away from getting his first skill. We don't know what he might get, but
They're getting up close and
might
personal,
be good.
Bob.
You need to be close. So close they can smell your breath and see the dead insects in your teeth.
Like, Top Gear could get guard and provide an assist no matter what for fights, and that'll allow his other players
Freely.
to fight on a higher level. Not really quite sure what you get on a treeman. Brawler maybe.
They're gathering around that lone player, like halflings round a
Okay.
sandwich.
We should theoretically see the reroll here, but we're not. Coach Robbie is fine with scoring in the 8th turn. We're gonna need to see a dodge from somebody. Or Michael J. Fox comes down, marks these players. Jeff Green pushes Pride and Prejudice up here. And Leon Black runs down and blitzes Call the Midwife. Gets him with the both down so he doesn't push him. Or pushes him in a way to get
Out goes Teeth Jim.
a dodge in
They'll
at
have to pick up
least.
both of them off the ground in a few seconds' time.
Which I think that is what we're going to see.
They're still standing.
We're going to see the blitz at the jaunty angle, but we're going to see the one on the rush. That is what you did not want to see, Blood Bowl fans. Is Coach Robbie just going to score? He is.
Amazing! That's going to perk the crowd just as the half-time whistle.
I love how they revert back to the standing pose where they're all slouched over
How delightful.
at the end of their win animation. Alright, Coach Grant will get a turn of hitting in. Maybe he can get a knockout or an injury. Or maybe we get timeout and we get a potential score out of it. Who knows? Who knows? We have an interesting formation set up here. No one in the back to receive the ball. We have a blitz. The kicking team gets to blitz. We do have a guy in the back, the very far back. Maybe he wasn't set up normally. I don't know. I didn't look that far back. We got Beast hanging out. Coach Robbie is selecting players for the blitz action. We have the blitz coming out from the apprentice. He's going to knock down Leon Black. And we have a seriously hurt from the apprentice. Soon he'll become the adept and then the master. And he's taken down one of two block contingencies for Curb Your Enthusiasm. You know, if that ball didn't go out of bounds, and Coach Robbie had another turn, he could have snuck in a second down. But we have players moved up. So that's not gonna leave Coach Robbie, not Coach Robbie. That's gonna leave Coach Grant with a few options to direct his players in for a beneficial play. The ball has landed out of bounds. Doesn't really matter who gets the ball. It is going to be the last turn in the half.
That player should punch the other enemy players quickly before trying anything else.
Okay. You don't know what these Skaven players are thinking. But I'm thinking they're going to be fighting.
It's going to be decisive.
Cheryl Danson is going to hit Doctor Who with the block, the elbow block. And then we're going to see a quick brisk both down. nothing major. And that's the end of the first half. All the players are no longer knocked out, but the BBC will be starting with their full 11 to Curb's 8. But Curb will be receiving, so depending on depending on how Coach Robbie sets up, Curb could quickly get past and score for a potential tie at the moment. Tie it up, you know. We have a pretty good setup. These rats have become quite slim in their numbers, so getting past might be pretty difficult without having the proper support of 3 players.
Used well, it could be a big advantage.
We got brilliant coaching. It appears Curb Your Enthusiasm has won, so they will get another reroll for this drive, putting both coaches at 3 at the start of the half. And immediately we have Larry David threatening it down. He is at the very corner, or the very edge, so a push from the crown could result in a fall over. We have the whoa. What? Richard Lewis coming in with the mother of all blitzes. Thinking he's Coach Cole out here. He just swam through Coach Robbie's defensive line. And he's dished back. He's dished back the beast. The journeyman lineman, the beast, has knocked out a player. Has injured Call the midwife. That's what he gets for scoring. I was not expecting this. I was not expecting Richard Lewis to pop off like that. Alright, sadly, Top Gear is going to take root So he's gonna stay there, but he can still punch the beast.
A snotling
The
baked in a pie
beast.
stands more chance for this little kid. That plan
And he
is
gets
shuffling off the
KO'd.
field, possibly off his mortal coil.
Wow. Even though he's a journeyman lineman, the beast. We have the blitz coming onto Richard Lewis from Peaky Blinders. He chose to go with defender's stumble, but he could have used the both down, as Peaky Blinders does have block. But we have a direct confrontation with of the Crown and Larry David, face to face, trying to stop him. Sherlock could also come up and stand in between them. But Larry David has leap, so he could just jump over the Crown, maybe even take it off his head and run it
Got
in.
anything cool recorded on your Whiz-Wool box other than old Blood Bowl mattress jump?
Yes. You know, I'm addicted to that.
Are we going to see some leap?
series, Game of Gnomes. You never know which little bearded grunt is going to die.
Because with leap, you get a +1
Nurgle's rot.
to your
School history infecting everybody. It's really rather good. At some of the parts, you need to leave them alone.
because you get a +1 to your leap. So no, the negatives will always at least be -1. Well, it's a 3-up jump to run over. We have Badly Hurt coming out on from BBC in that both down.
Pressure's on, Joe. What will they do?
We have Sherlock blocking off the off shove of the Crown. That'll shove him off into the fans. We have the blitz. The Crown is gonna get pushed back.
That player is so close to a world of hurt.
We have him going around
The other players stood there like
and scoring. That's the terror. The terror of the gutter runner.
a fresh start, fellas. You can return to the slaughter.
A quick touchdown. Oh, that tree is invisible.
Real bloodfest. This is Blood Bowl.
Cloaking technology coming out from Top Gear. Even though Coach Grant is down a number of rats, all he needs is one to just slip through.
Both of these teams are on the edge. This kick is crucial.
Okay, the weather has changed. It's a bright and sunny day. Pride and Prejudice has caught the ball. I don't even think it was going to him directly, but it bounced into his hands. Now we can see, and the bit rate is good. I assume. I assume the rain just destroyed how the video looked. I don't know. Alright, we have Fleabag starting off, taking down Mocha Joe.
At last, some violence.
It looks like rat stew on the menu tonight.
Move right next to a teammate.
Ooh, we did not want to see Top Gear take root here. Not at the start of the drive. However, hopefully he can take out Rosie O'Donnell.
Almost competent.
He can stun him. But Top Gear will not be moving for the rest of the match unless he gets knocked down. All we can do is hope that Coach Grant tries to knock down Top Gear.
Oh dear. I hope that player has written a will, Bob.
Written.
We're going to see a both down or a reroll
Let alone right.
with the Great British Bake Off versus the Beast. And the Beast gets taken off and KO'd, leaving the Great British Bake Off stunned in his wake. Thanks to these gutter runners, everywhere is an opening to get to that ball carrier. We have the blitz going on to the crown.
I hope that player has written a will, Bob.
Written.
Just some
Players can
pushes.
barely speak, Jim, let alone write. You should know. You've interviewed enough.
Wow. Okay. Coach Grant seems to be grouping up his rats.
Did you know the Spike Magazine trophy
The
was
the three
forged in
the
hell's
three
record
clans.
deep beneath the blighted cigarette of Tsar Nagrund.
Oh,
And then he slaved
maybe I shouldn't
died
just
till
be
the
zooming
end.
in randomly.
Then it was the lowest bid.
Okay. Prejudice has ran into the right outer third. Richard Lewis can come in for a blitz.
Did you know, Bob? And I think you're right.
He's
that
staying
this
within,
program is made from
he's
the
staying
coal
one
dust,
square
salt,
away from the
gravel,
edge,
bone dust,
so he doesn't
and
get
the
pushed
skulls of
off
fired players'
as
agents.
easily.
Tasty.
The apprentice is gonna push Michael J. Fox away. I believe he's gonna follow up, so he's marking Richard Lewis to attempt to stop him. We could see the crown come around and give a pincer maneuver to Richard Lewis. However, he's gonna come up and support Pride and Prejudice. And even if Coach Grant gets to Pride and Prejudice, he can just toss the ball to another player and potentially score off of that.
What a speedster!
Larry David has moved down. He's used all 9 of his movement. We're going to see the dotted formation to try and slow Coach Robbie down. Alright, the apprentice is going to get pushed back, leaving Richard Lewis to do what he pleases. You know, a good positional can be made with the gutter runner, giving him wrestle, and he can just sneak in to cages and just wrestle the opponent down, keeping him safe and the potential ball carrier dropping the ball. You know, especially with Skaven, they have an access to getting 4 gutter runners. So having a few of them for scoring and a few for just upsetting the ball carrier. And we have a failed dodge. We see it be rerolled. And then we see everything else except for this rush at the very end. We are going to keep it.
They rolled a 1. Surrounded by adversaries like that.
I think it was good to save it. Because he was going to go right there and hold it off.
That player is about to get punched above and below.
Alright, Richard Lewis is going to get pushed back. Or to the side, away from the ball carrier, Pride and Prejudice.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
Coach Robbie still has all 3 rerolls. He could, you know, try a pass for Peaky Blinders, but I think Pride and Prejudice is just going to run in. We gotta reroll.
Must have hurt.
Oh. We have the re-roll into the end zone. Roll a snake into a 1. And now suddenly Larry David can just pick up the ball and vanish.
The team have possession.
Larry David has moved onto the left side of the field, leaving Coach Robbie very few options. Fleabag is getting pushed back.
This player, the attacker, smells weakness.
However, Peaky Blinders is free. We have the failed dodge, the 1 into the 1 with the dodge reroll. So Peaky Blinders can come up and knock out Larry David. But we're gonna see the double skulls get rerolled into the POW. Hopefully one of the players can score by the end of this half.
Not that, you whiskered git.
Ooh. Larry David is gonna get stunned. Peaky Blinders can keep moving. He can try and pick up the ball for himself. However, Great British Bake Off is going to come around a little bit. I guess he was on the ground. He didn't move that much.
Count those teeth, Jim. They'll have to pick
Rosie
them up
O'Donnell
from the ground in a
is
few
going to get
seconds'
knocked
time.
down by Sherlock. A elementary play by just hitting him in the face. Quite simple. And another stun. These stuns are stacking up.
Where it did fly.
Towards the end of the game. These stuns can be crucial. We have the pincer maneuver onto Mocha Joe. He is practically glued to that square. You know, that is the strength of the Crown with his 8 movement.
Oh, too easy.
And we have the POW from Fleabag onto Mocha Joe.
He's now as free as a fart in a thunderstorm.
Doctor Who and Jeff Green are gonna go both go down,
It's like rat stew on the menu tonight.
and he's gonna get badly hurt. Now, only one miss next game from Leon Black. That will be quite large, as the Blitzer will be missing the next game for Curb Your Enthusiasm. However, there's gonna be no losses at the moment for the British broadcast channel. I think that's the acronym in full. We're gonna see a 1 on the rush here. I think we have to see the reroll if Coach Grant wants to try and yoink back a win. We have the blitz onto Peaky Blinders and the POW. Will he get pushed on the ball or not? He will get pushed on the ball. This will make the ball bounce. That's in a pretty good direction. Seeing how Larry David and all the other players are going to get unstunned this turn.
Now his body can move freely.
Not sure how either coach can score in this at this moment. Well, they both can pick up the ball and run to the end zone. But I think this is going to go into extra time, Blood Bowl fans.
Fantastic.
What was that, Jim?
What, Bob?
The whole fantastic thing?
Oh, I'm just trying to introduce a catchphrase. My agent says it will help for future gigs.
Don't do it again. I hate bad puns.
Peaky Blinders has stood back up. He could just dodge, grab the ball, then run for the end zone. But he won't have much support apart from the apprentice if he does that. We're probably going to see a blitz from the apprentice onto Michael J. Fox. Just kidding, it was onto Cheryl Danson. We do need... We're going to get that defender stumble,
He's now as free as a fart.
knocking him down. We should get... come on. That one, yeah, him. Great British Bake Off. He's going to come up towards the ball. He should just rush onto the ball, but he's going to make sure that no one can pick up that ball. We need someone to pick up the ball next turn and to make it towards a opposing end zone. Coach Grant is preparing for that end zone to be his own. Larry David is going to stand up, provide a very hard... He's going to dodge. So he's not going to contest the ball, but he's going to be there. And... where is Pride and Prejudice?
He won't leave him alone anytime soon.
He doesn't appear to be on the field. Where is he? Oh, there he is. It seems he's been long forgotten, being in the bottom right corner of the map.
Come on, guys, together.
We need to see some headway onto the ball. The apprentice needs to
Tries to
make an
secure the
opening.
ball.
We get a small opening.
Hey, that play looked almost competent.
Peaky Blinders coming in with the blitz, taking down Larry David, and that'll let the Great British Bake Off pick up the ball and run it down. Doesn't get the armor break. But GBB needs to get about here for him to be able to score freely next turn. But we have our boy Pride and Prejudice stand up.
Croxiade yet, Bob?
A sports drink made by the Skaven of Clan Pestilence? No thanks.
The ball is in the player's hands.
We have him pick up the ball. He needs to keep moving if he wants to score.
And impossible to tackle. The fans will love it.
We do have a cage set up. But will the crown move up for the scoring contingent? He's moved right there. He's ready to receive that ball. We're going to need to see a handoff or a pass for Coach Robbie to score.
He'll get an assist now.
It is the wee hours of the morning, Blood Bowl fans. It's not, but
attacker has
We have the blitz onto Peaky Blinders for the the regular down, the Red Skull. What is Coach Robbie's plan to try and score this half? We have an avenue of options.
Touchdowns are coming. The studio wizard has promised me at least one more before the final whistle.
Alright, we have some deep thought. You can tell both coaches are in deep thought. Their focus is innumerable.
Get up or get off the field.
They're gathering around that low plate, like halflings round a sandwich.
We have the blitz coming out. Rosie O'Donnell is getting knocked down.
Ouch! The fur really did fly.
Okay. We have the pass. I was not expecting the pass, but the crown is right there.
It's a touchdown!
Wow.
Oh, I was entertained. What about you, Jim?
Oh, well, you really asked the man. Well,
Oh yeah, that's right, Jim. I forgot. I really don't care what you think.
Well, Blood Bowl fans, that concludes the match. Blood Bowl coaches, are we back?
Yeah.
We're back.
All right. So, Coach Grant, how was that game?
It's never easy to take a loss, but I will say it was better than the last game. Clearly, the Skavens, we have a squishiness problem we need to work on. I didn't think we were more squishy than other teams, but we are. So we need to work on being able to take more hits and give more hits. But that was we fought hard and we didn't just hand it to him. That was down to the last turn, and he needed some lucky shit to pull it off. Although to be fair, we needed some lucky shit to stop him from scoring earlier. So, but yeah, it was a good game. Robbie played well. I didn't think I played poorly. Then we're gonna try to come back next time.
Yeah, the game, both coaches played really well. I wasn't sure who was gonna win, but Coach Robbie,
Yes.
how was that? How was that the game?
I'm very happy, obviously, with the outcome. And also, the game was just very fun to play in general. I would have been not fun if I lost. I would have been upset. But that's not to say that it would have been an undeserved victory from Grant. I think he played well. I felt like I learned a lot as well. I don't exactly know what the touchback rules are still, but I was not expecting you to be so close to the touchdown right at the start of the second half. So that was crazy. And then, yeah, my thrower missing the 2+ rush for the easy touchdown in the second half was crazy as well. And I forgot he was back there for like 3 turns. But and then that last play, my heart's beating so fast. I was so stoked to see the boys really come together. Like they had to do like 4 different things in order to get that pass even off, and then a lineman again threw the fucking touchdown pass, and yeah, that was I couldn't be happier with the performance of my dudes out there. I will say, Top Gear, I think I think he's retarded. I don't know what he does when he roots. He doesn't. I can't play with him anymore, so I'm still trying to figure that out. Yeah, but I'm very happy with that game, obviously.
Indeed, but it was an exciting game. You can definitely tell by my commentary.
Oh
Coaches
no.
will have to definitely see it to believe it. But that is all, Blood Bowl fans. We will see you next time on the Kringle Cup 3.
All right.